Hey guys. Oh hey. So we're gonna explain Supergoal Sunday. And we're gonna do it quietly because Saj is still sleeping. But my girlfriend texted me and she was just like, okay, I'm gonna need y'all to slow down, pull back the blinds, close them up a little, tighten up the vault, cause you wildin'. And I was like, what? And she was like, girl, you mean to tell me you gonna put all your business out there for these people? They don't know you, they don't like you, they don't want y'all to succeed. And I was like, girl, I feel that. Oh my God, that's why I stopped Supergoal to start with, because I felt like we was getting too personal. So I came home because I wasn't at home, and I told my husband, I said, we need to have a conversation because, she's right. And, he had to refocus me and remind me that we're doing this. Number one is kingdom. Always, always, always keep in mind that anything that we do is for the uplifting of the kingdom. So as we continued on our conversational journey, my husband, who, he's adventurous in the YouTube network. And so he reminded me of what Nikki and Jamie are going through. And then I thought about what Damo and Chrissy went through, which brought us to the shade tires. So we started having these conversations about our secret sauce. And so what I think is important for you all to understand is that anything that we share with you, we tell it through stories because Jesus was a storyteller. I'll let Sheree talk more about that after I'm finished with my monologue. Anyway, and so we just never want to direct your footsteps in your thinking in terms of what you're taking away from our situation. So what we do is we give an insert of something that we may or may not have experienced directly, and we talk a little bit about our thoughts and our ideas, and we go back and forth, and hopefully you walk away with some wonderful message. That is the goal of Supergoal Sunday. The clicker is many times I think people think Supergoal Sunday is about like marriage, and it is, but what goes into a marriage is not just genitals. I know it's like he cheated on me. That's like a standard reason why people break up, or that's like the number one issue in marriage. Lack of communication, blah blah blah. Those aren't our issues, thank you Jesus. But we deal with family struggles. We deal with our differing parenting styles. We deal with our different personalities relating to the community around us and how it affects our marriage. When you are in a marriage, it's more to it than cheating. It's more to it than these obvious problems. And so don't be so quick to speculate that Jamie and Nikki, let's just take them for example, their marriage is over because of philandering. That's not the only problem that marriages incur. Right. We recently had a situation between the two of us that we had to really sit down and have a long talk. And so I watched Nikki's Instagram commentary, and she really didn't talk about what happened specifically in her marriage, which I guess I understand. I've never watched the show. I think I watched it once. So I can't speak to her character, but I know that she spoke about how people thought that she was very private, and she is a very private person, and she doesn't typically think to just pick up the camera and express herself, which I'm completely opposite, y'all. I am so open, like the book is open. And a lot of it comes from, my personality, my upbringing, and I'm just not shameful. Anything that I don't want repeated, I don't say, not to anyone. Not to my bestie, not to my husband. I keep it in with me and God. But there aren't very many things that embarrass me or appall me. So, but just respect and know that there are those people that are like that, and just know and respect that there are things in our marriage that we don't share. And there's things about our children that we don't share, but that we do want to have these conversations because marriage isn't perfect. And I think that a lot of these YouTubers are presenting their relationships as perfect or very fun or never having problems. And when you have those sorts of, if you can agree, when you put on that, and it's not to say that it's fake, but they are only showing moments of their relationship. Where I think when Supergoal comes up, we are giving you guys the opportunity to take a lens into our marriage and see yes, our pictures are nice, and yes, we do the cheesy Christmases, and hopefully one day our Thanksgiving table is full of family members. But we also deal with daily, hourly, moment by moment issues like everyone else, and our goal is just to survive and to win it.
Just taking back to what you were saying too, the most important thing that I want to relay and what we do in our videos is that we try to give it to you in real time. You know, sometimes you see people have public personas, but then they have like these private struggles. And I think the best thing for us is that we are honest with you as the days go by. I pride myself on believing that we're not the type of people that will go off of YouTube for like a month or 2 months or 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, and then because like we're going through like this crazy struggle, and then come out and say, hey, you can pretty much guesstimate if Felicia and I, which I'm sure is never going to happen because we're so honest with one another, but if Felicia and I were on a road of a separation or divorce or anything like that, you would see it within the vlogs because these conversations would have been had. And I think that's the most important thing. Taking back to our homegirl who texted Felicia, I know that was all out of a place of love, because when you have people who love you, they want to protect you from certain daggers that may come your way. But we're like the cowboys that go over the hill. And then like you see like the Native Americans that are throwing bows, and you're like, oh, there's some Indians over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the thing. Like, you need somebody to go over the hill to get the stripes and to get hurt, to tell you what to expect. Taking it back to what she said, like about Jesus, he told parables, stories. Felicia and I, within this YouTube community, we're storytellers. We like to tell you a story throughout the day. You pick and choose what you want, what lessons you get. But the most important thing that you'll see is the honesty in it and the integrity that we have in promoting these videos. Relationships, especially within the Supergoal Sunday umbrella, we want to just show you like every facet as much as we can. You know, a husband and wife, a mother, a father, a brother or sister, a son and a daughter. You know, like, we want to give you all
mother-in-law, daughter-in-law,
right.
daughter, son-in-law, mother-in-law.
Right.
We
want to give you we want to give you all that about family and how that directly affects this relationship right here and how we deal with all of that. So we hope you know that you're getting it, that you appreciate what's being offered like from us. You know, I just personally never want to come off like a lecturer. Like, this is what you have to do in your relationship, step 1, step 2, step 3. Like, that's cool and all. I can hear from you that marriage is hard, but give me a story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take me throughout your day to let me know what you're experiencing, because I can actually say, yo, my husband does the same thing. Or, dude, my wife, yo, she do the same thing, bro. You know, so that's the beauty of this community and the honest conversation that we're having here.
And I think that it too, that when you have those kinds of conversations, it helps you know that, you know, you're not crazy, you're not dramatic. Sure. And I think it kind of saves marriages. When you hold on to things and you're processing it independently, you're not able to talk about it. I know personally, being married to someone who has a very public persona, it's not as easy for me to pick up the phone and call Mimi and say, Sharif, because you know, I know that Sharif and I are gonna overcome it, and then when we do, I don't need Mimi looking like y'all fake.
Right, yo, and so on that. So that's why into like we did allow, should I say the enemy or should I say ourselves? I don't want to give the devil too much credit, but we allowed ourselves to back up from SuperGhost Sunday because, like Felicia said, we're like, oh shoot, maybe we are being too honest and it's making us look some type of way, like we're on they're about to get a divorce train. You know what I'm saying? And a judgment and all that. Regardless of all that, we put these videos up on Sunday and you see the struggle within the relationship or ships that we have. But then Monday through Saturday, when you're looking at the vlogs, you're like, but y'all happy again. Yeah, because like that's how life goes.
Right.
You have those moments and we show you how we're getting past it. I remember like an important video that we
getting
had.
Through it.
Right.
Like I think the videos really, it shows the through of
Correct.
it.
I remember one of the most like popping videos that we had earlier on when Supergoal like had first started was when we were talking about the sex struggles between her and I, And for that, it's like we even showed that video to say, yo, there's probably going to be a part 2 and a part 3 because we're not over it
right
yet. You know, like we haven't gone through it yet. We're still in it, but we still got day-to-day stuff to do. You know, at the end of the day, even if Felicia and I are struggling, we still have kids that we need to, like, that only live one life. She has like a painting in the bathroom that says something along the lines of children only get a childhood once.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like Monday through Saturday still has to happen. We still have parties to attend. Our children still need to get dressed and loved for school. You know, so life still carries on. And you know how that struggle is. You may be going through it in the thick of it, but you still got to show up for work. You still got to show up in life. And
that's the same way you have to show up for your family.
Right. Same way you got to show up for your family.
This is deeper than Sharif and I. Yeah. You know, it even expands beyond our children.
Sure.
You know, we have our siblings, you know, that we're connected to. My brother-in-law is my brother. I know that you feel the same way about Sam. Yeah. When we have our mothers and, you know, grandmothers and the community. And if this breaks, that all breaks. And so we work really hard to keep this strong.
Right.
And sometimes you have to link up with others, like holding hands, brotherhood, sisterhood. You have to link up with others to show, like, this is hard.
Right.
But together we got this. You know, and a lot of times when you guys comment below, like, okay, Felicia, you was doing too much, or okay, Reef, you went too far.
Right.
Like, that's the link up.
That's the link
and
up.
So it's important that, you know, you guys feed us and we feed you, and it's a relationship of reciprocity.
Right, reciprocity, yeah. Right.
Right. Reciprocity. Didn't I say that?
You said reciprocity.
That part. What's going on. I don't either. But anyway, this conversation was getting a little hefty for me.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, just, bottom line, let us take the stripes. And that's cool. We're more than willing to take the stripes. We're more than willing to put it out there. And I just think that, you know, we discuss topics that other people want to, but may not.
No, but they don't. They don't want to.
You don't think so?
People don't want to show
the real
cracks.
Cracks, yeah, that's true.
And that's the thing. Jesus was perfect. Jesus got on the cross and died for our sins because he was the only perfect one. I'm not perfect.
I'm not perfect. And throughout the, like, even taking on the Jesus route, like throughout the Bible, that's the thing. Throughout the Bible, we have preachers and just believers in general who read these stories about people who were jacked up, messed up, made mistakes, you know, and like we talk about these things to learn from. So like we're just trying to present,
but people are trying to present themselves as perfect.
That's true.
And like I said, like there are certain things, certain parts that are private. They're for him.
Right.
Like there are parts of me that it's not for you. It's for him. It's his gift. And vice versa. However, there are people that present themselves as perfect.
Yeah.
And then when it happens, the whole community is let down. Yeah, I don't remember the Shade Tyrants as much because I really wasn't into them. But when Damo and Chrissy broke up, oh my God, break the internet. Kim Kardashian ain't had nothing on them.
Right, that's true.
And it was because they were putting on this persona of this gay family that was current, and everybody was like, Damo and Chrissy, they're fun, they're sexy together, and whatever else, because I never watched them. I tried, and I couldn't get with it. But I knew that what they represented was gay, fun, love, and family. And everybody wanted to believe in that story. And then, boom, it was over. And it was like, but wait, we didn't see the indicators that it wasn't going well.
Right. And Felicia and I are mature enough, like I hope that some of you are too, to know that it's like those intricate details in a relationship that you may kind of graze over, but like it's like little stuff that happens within the relationship that causes that to happen, like the breakups. But what we're just saying is, you know, when you have a public platform like this, I know like there's brands, you know, so you want people to believe in the brand. And whenever that brand was like for the gay, the love, the young, the family, and all that, that's cool, but we don't. Just Felicia and I, we're never going to mislead you into thinking that this is just like this. And
well, it is solid.
Well, I was saying this, yeah, and I was like, well, solid is no. But when I did this, I was actually trying to say like perfect, like just like perfect.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what a sign for perfect is, but this
Jesus.
isn't perfect. But we're perfect for each other.
Right.
So when we're in our mess and we let you know about it, know that the mess will be cleaned up because we've been doing this show for 12 years.
I know you said that
this
like it's
12,
50.
This is 12 years solid though.
Well, for
you
me,
know what I'm saying?
And I respect what you're saying, but for me, it's like I committed to Sharif. I come from a family of commitment. The McCutcheons, like we don't leave.
That's her family of origin.
Right. Like that's what I see. My grandmother's husband just died. They've been together my whole life, my father's whole life. Like right. That's what we do. And so I just need you guys, like in this microwave generation, I need everybody to understand that things happen and marriages are hard. But unless you rape or kill one of my kids, my plan is to stay.
Yeah.
You know, and I really try to work through whatever it is that I feel for Sharif. Thank God I didn't marry somebody who's physically abusive, you know, or someone who is serially cheating on me. I don't know what that would do to me. I'm not saying I'm leaving Sharif if he cheat. I'm not even gonna lie and say it's just like that. Now if you make a baby and you don't bring that baby home, because I'm gonna beat that baby when you close. I'm just letting you know I don't love your kid.
Someone please call 911.
I'm just telling you. I ain't saying I'm gonna leave. I ain't saying I'm gonna stay. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know that it's not gonna be easy to look at what you did.
Right.
Okay.
True.
So for the ladies who's able to do it, to God be the glory. You got you one, sir. But for me, I don't know.
But just on that too, like we've had enough exhaustive communication that her and I know each other's, for the most part, I think like we know each other's deal breakers.
Yeah, he told me not to get fat, so I work out so hard.
Which that was in the video before too. I know that seems so superficial. That
doesn't seem superficial. It's you. If you have a relationship standard, especially if you're unmarried, I'm talking to the unmarried folk right now. Right. Put it out there. First of all, I wrote on a sheet of paper. I'm sure we did a video about this. Yeah. My requirements. I told God. I wrote a note, and I carry that note around still in my wallet. And at the toughest times in my marriage, I pull that thing out, and I be like, "You pray for this man." You did not ask God to give you a man who wouldn't leave his dirty clothes at the laundry door instead of just opening the door. You did not ask God to give you a husband. Like, I'm not going to say, but those things. I didn't ask God for those things. I should have, but I didn't. What I did ask God for was for a man who kissed his daughter boo-boos and who loved his sons and who was attentive to me and who understood that no didn't mean I was rejecting him. These were very specific prayers that I asked God for.
Yeah.
You asked God for a wife who wouldn't get fat.
Right. And that's why in the previous video, when
really
I smacked my daughter across the face with a toy, Felicia wilded out. You can hit the icon above to watch that video of that dad mistake I had.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys continue to watch Supergoal Sunday. Really, y'all should watch our vlogs too, but I understand that we have a specific audience that comes here for Supergoal Sunday. We're going to do the best that we can to be consistent.
Yes.
With Supergoal Sunday. And why do I want to say, I'll pray for
I don't know,
you.
but please don't.
You pray for me. You know I don't know words. Please give me words.
I love you.
Watch God change things. I'll pray for you.
You're putting two songs together.
Oh. Wait, please just sing the song.
I'll pray for you. You pray for me. And watch God
change things.
Yes.